Hello Reds, welcome back to the channel where we dive into all things Manchester United. Today, it's time to dive into the latest updates as we gear up for a massive encounter against Liverpool. This isn't just any game, it's one of the biggest rivalries in football. And as always, Manchester United is ready to show the world why we're the greatest football club on the planet. Let's talk about what's happening with the squad and what this match could mean for us. First, the good news. Bruno Fernandes and Manuel Ugarte are back in contention for Sunday's clash. Their absence was deeply felt in our frustrating 2-0 loss to Newcastle United earlier this week. Bruno's one-match suspension was the result of an accumulation of cards, but his earlier red card against Tottenham was rescinded. Meanwhile, Ugarte's suspension was due to 5 bookings in the Premier League. Their return is a significant boost to our midfield, adding creativity, grit and leadership that will be essential against Liverpool. On the flip side, there's concern surrounding Marcus Rashford. Although he was on the bench against Newcastle, it seems illness has struck and he hasn't been training this week. Manager Ruben Amorim has expressed doubts about Rashford's availability, stating, "At the moment he's ill, and I think he's going to be out this week." This is a blow, especially given how Rashford's pace and finishing could exploit Liverpool's defensive weaknesses. The injury list doesn't stop there. Victor Lindelof, Luke Shaw and Mason Mount remain sidelined. Johnny Evans was also absent in the last match, leading to the inclusion of young Godwill Kukonki on the bench. This gives us a glimpse of the future, but it's clear we'll need experience and depth to handle the challenges ahead. Speaking of challenges, Liverpool isn't coming into this game unscathed. Manager Arne Slot has confirmed that Trent Alexander-Arnold will be available, despite ongoing rumours of interest from Real Madrid. However, Joe Gomez is out with an injury, and while Ibrahima Konate and Connor Bradley have returned to training, their match fitness remains uncertain. Liverpool's midfield will also welcome Dominik Szoboszlai back from suspension, adding an extra layer of complexity to our defensive preparations. As fans, we know what this fixture means. It's not just 3 points. It's about pride, legacy, and showing the footballing world that Manchester United is still the gold standard. With Bruno and Ugarte back, our midfield could dominate the game, but the absence of key players like Rashford and Shaw makes this a tricky test. We've seen moments of brilliance from our squad this season, and Sunday is the perfect opportunity to remind everyone what we're capable of. Whether it's Fernandes pulling the strings or a young star like Kukonki stepping up, this game is set to be a showcase of our resilience and determination. What do you think, Reds? Can we take down Liverpool at Anfield and continue our journey toward greatness? Let's hear your predictions in the comments. Stay tuned as we dive into more updates, including exciting transfer news in the next part. All right, Reds. Now let's shift gears to some exciting transfer news that could redefine Manchester United's defence. It's no secret that strengthening our backline has been a focus, especially with Ruben Amorim's tactical shifts. And now the name on everyone's lips is Gonçalo Inácio, a player Amorim knows well and has reportedly placed high on his wish list. Currently, our centre-back options are solid, with Harry Maguire, Matthijs de Ligt and Lenny Yoro holding down the fort. But when it comes to the left side, things get a little tricky. Lisandro Martinez has been our go-to player in that position, but his recent dip in form has raised concerns. Add to that Luke Shaw's recurring injuries, and the lack of depth becomes even more apparent. Godwill Kukonki, a promising talent, is still only 16 and not quite ready to handle the pressure of consistent Premier League action. Enter Gonçalo Inácio. The Sporting Lisbon star has caught the eye of several top clubs, including Real Madrid, but it's clear that Manchester United is where he belongs. At 6'1", he brings the height and physical presence we've sometimes lacked in aerial duels. Comparisons between Inacio and Martinez show intriguing contrasts. Martinez excels in defensive numbers, while Inacio shines with his composure on the ball. It's this blend of defensive stability and ball-playing ability that makes Inacio a perfect fit for Amorim's system. Reports suggest that United is prepared to meet his 51-meter release clause, and honestly, it's a move that makes sense on multiple levels. Not only would Inacio provide immediate competition for Martinez, but his versatility and skill set could elevate our defense to a new level. Let's not forget that this is a player Ruben Amorim deeply admires, having given him his debut during their time together at Sporting. Bringing Inacio to Old Trafford would not only bolster our squad, but also bring a sense of continuity and understanding between the player and the manager. But it's not just about adding depth, it's about raising the standard. United needs players who can step in and deliver consistently, and Inacio fits that mold perfectly. His ability to read the game, distribute under pressure, and handle the physical demands of top-tier football makes him an exciting prospect. Plus, the prospect of him pushing Martinez to up his game only strengthens our squad dynamics. Of course, Real Madrid is also reportedly interested, but let's be honest, Old Trafford is the place where legends are made. Inacio would have the chance to develop under Amorim and thrive in the Premier League, the most competitive league in the world. And with our ambitions to reclaim domestic and European glory, this move aligns perfectly with the club's vision. If this deal goes through, Inacio could very well become a cornerstone of our defense, much like Rio Ferdinand and Nemanja Vidic were in their time. His arrival would signal that Manchester United is not just about patching up gaps, but about building a team that dominates for years to come. What do you think, Reds? Is Inacio the player we need to take our defense to the next level? Or should we focus elsewhere in the transfer market? Let's discuss in the comments. That's it for now, but stay tuned for more updates and insights on everything Manchester United. Until next time, take care, and as always, glory, glory, Man United.